that the 700 and something million pounds deal that they are touting that is an investment from the UK to Nigeria is a lie. It's not an investment.
What?
Yes. Yeah, well, you see me, I don't talk without empirical fact. It is not an, you see, and that's why when I tell you that I want to trust this government, but they make it harder every day to trust them. Even though all their supporters have been screaming, going to UK and everything. In fact, what they want to do in UK is a beginning of colonization and colonization. Yango, the 730-something million Apapa Port deal is a loan from Citibank. Ask me, where does the UK come in?
Oh, jeez.
Yes. Where does the UK come in? The UK has a program called Buyer's Credit Facility under the UKEF. What the UK does is they guarantee loans for their benefits. So the authority as an investment is a lie. You see, they lie too much. The UK, and I dare any government official to explain it to you the way I'm explaining to you and Nigerians. The UK guaranteed that loan. And there's a condition for guaranteeing the loan. Part of the condition is that the UK companies will take over $230-something million. 20% of the contract cost must be spent in the UK economy.
Wow.
So before the deal starts, the UK has benefited over $236 million in the renovation of Apapa ports. You know what that money is going to be channeled to?
Jeez.
You are going to buy steel, billets from British Steel. See, me, I'm a DSE boy. I grew up in DSE, Alaja. My father worked in Delta Steel Company. Alright? Was also a contractor to Shell in the 70s and the 80s. DSE was made to produce billets. If DSE was working, we should be able to produce those billets locally. But we are going to import those billets from the UK for just guaranteeing the loan. Over 236 million.
What?
So out of over $900 million, if you convert the money to dollars, over 400 million has gone to the UK first. Before the loan, even as they have agreed on the loan and signed it, before anything. Then over 700 million of the rehabilitation goes to ITB and high tech. You see, when I keep telling you yesterday that the biggest beneficiary of this government are not even Nigerians. So those that died and killed themselves over Yoruba Lukom and Yoruba brother is the height of stupidity. We all know who owns ITB and high tech. Let me now stretch it further. The question you should now ask Yango is that, did they have any competitive bidding? They should show us where they did a competitive bidding for that over $700 million contract, and ITB emerged winners of that bid. I might not have been aware of it, but they should show us. What are the repayment terms of the loan? What are the full tenure of this facility? The refurbishment is going to be done in the first 4 years. It's going to take 48 months. Normally, UKEF guaranteed loans, they give you a grace period, and you start to pay the principal after the job is completed, but you start to pay the interest first. Have they told us how much we will now pay in the interest plus the principal of the loan? We don't know of that yet.
We never
They've not told us that.
We never
of
know.
the deal. Have they told us the due diligence that went through the process? No. Did they do a competitive bidding for ITB? No. UK, just for guaranteeing the business, we use it to revive steel. Let me tell you about British Steel, to show you that we don't think in this country. We allowed Ajaokuta to die, Delta Steel to die. BK, British Steel was bought by Xinye, a Chinese company. But when they were having problems and said they wanted to move out, Britain had to save British Steel. They pumped over $300 million of working capital. One of the first deals they got for this British Steel is this our deal. So they took our own loan money, used to get deal for British Steel and revive British Steel, while we have to import British Steel, and they will benefit over $200 million from the deal. $700 million comes here, and it's a loan, and the Nigerian government will have to pay back the money in the end.
Wow.
And go in the words of Rufai Oseni,
It's just wow.
Sefini Laba.
It's just wow.
You see, none of the dealing government will ever explain this deal to you like this.
So how do we trust any other deal that we have been told was brokered in this?
It is really not in this country, Yango. They told you and I of a NESC deal that never materialized. So when they come to you and say there's a deal in the offing, because I just have to go ahead. When I started here, UK invested over $700 million. I said, okay, we'll do the work. What I've just done is what they call investigative journalism. We have done the work for Nigerians. If they have the facts, they should disprove us.
Oh dear God. What do you even also make of the deal for deportation of failed asylum seekers and all that?
Oh, that's another very interesting deal for Nigeria. So now we are collecting failed asylum seekers. So why did you just collect the one from Trump when he was saying he wanted to give us that deal? Because now we have gone to sign all the funding. You see, that's why I said we don't have leaders that have the capacity to stand in the gap for the interests of Nigeria.
Oh dear. Oh dear God. Hey.
So,
This is serious. Very serious.
and that's what we are saying. And when we say all of this, the concern is how to stop Peter Obi. You can see that the story that I told you the other couple of weeks ago, and they're trying to say how to stop Peter Obi. You can see that he has come out now. Peter Obi himself has said it. That he might not, if care is not taken, he's going to hold him, but he might not be on the ballot. I know some of the people that are against him will say, oh, what is shouting scar grapes? He can't play the game and all of that. But look at the electoral laws that were made. Let's argue with that.
Well, this is benumbing. This is, oh dear God. So, and I don't know, when we say the recruitment process should be such that we have the best leading or ruling, and you come back and you see, or your state, for instance, Adelabu is trying to go and become governor. Shouldn't this be a process where we select people that we have seen their works and seen that they are doing well? Now, if we measure the work of Adelabu in the ministry of, in the power ministry, what will he be campaigning with?
So the question is, the first thing he will campaign with, he will tell you that his grandfather is Pankelemes. Secondly, he will tell you we do road, he will do potable water. He will write one funny manifesto. In the end, everybody is for their own benefits. So let's stop deceiving ourselves.
He will
Everybody. You do the basic now, like we have never seen people do
the
it
responsibility to improve power supply in Nigeria, and first of all is to separate Nigerians into band A, band B, band C, and then no light, and then
But there was no, but you know, fairness to Adelabu, there was no way Adelabu would have been able to improve power in Nigeria now. There was no way. It was going to fail from day one now. I mean, look at the problems now. There was no way we would improve power. Okay, was Adelabu going to pay the money on the temples? Was he going to pay the legacy debts? That's not Adelabu now. At some point, that negotiation had to be taken over by even up to the presidency. Is it Adelabu that is going to pay the money? What knowledge is Adelabu have in the power sector? Was Adelabu able to fix the grid? And we will not be having problems with the grid all this while. Eh? The cement thing that they said they are bringing in infrastructure was that it was that one before. So there was no way I think that we were going to do anything. That's why you see, taking a job in the government sometimes that, is structurally deficient. It's like you have been trying to fail. So I knew, even when he was promising heaven and earth, I knew there was no way Tinubu was going to succeed. I mean, I'm telling you, these are structural problems. Lekki Port deal. That was a sweet deal for Lagos. The Lekki Port. In fact, that one was a PPP. It's Nigeria's first fully automated deep sea port. 1.5 billion to 1.6 billion. Ownership equity. China Harpo Engineering Company, 75%. Lagos State Government, 20%. Nigerian Ports Authority, 5%. 45-year build, own, operate and transfer agreements. Ownership of the port will refer to the federal government via that time. Project was funded by a mix of equity. Right?
Oh dear.
Over 600 million loan from China Development Bank. As of March 2025, port reached 50%, 2026, port reached 60% of its operational capacity. Alright? The project estimated to generate 361 billion for Nigeria economy over the full 45-year concession. That was a concession deal. They took all the responsibility. You can see the equity. The equity, Lagos, that 20% equity is just the land though. I'm not sure Lagos have to bring any money down. Good deal. Still Lagos State government. But the one we went to sign in London, bad deal. Loan, we'll pay back. This one, build, operate and transfer for the 5-year lease. So they invest their money and they keep it moving. Nigeria does not need to pay anything on it. We have another port infrastructure. Over 45 years is build, operate and transfer. We don't put one dime down. Good deal. But the one they went to sign in London, the pub bomb. Civil player.
So they also signed a security deal, security alliance, or they had an agreement of security alliance. So that means we can't believe this at all.
All those ones are basic. Do security alliance, come to teach you one or two things and all of that. That's those are given now. But the principal headline one that they are saying, it's not going to benefit anybody. It's going to benefit ITB. It's going to benefit ITB, and it's going to benefit the British government. Why Nigeria will pay back the loan? Yes, the argument they will make is that, it will make money from Nigerian government, and Nigerian government will service the loan back. Yes, good arguments, but a loan is still a loan. But Britain doesn't have to do anything. They walk away with over 200 billion just for guaranteeing the deal, and Nigeria pays back.
And it just beats Nigerians hollow what these loans are even used for, because it's not showing. They say the economy has improved. They say there's infrastructure on the ground, but they still need people to go out and tell Nigerians what they are doing, because we can't see it. And that's the annoying part.
No, we are seeing the economy that has improved now. Are we not seeing it?
Oh, God of mercy.
Are you not seeing the sufferings of the people? We have seen the economy that has improved now. Are you not seeing the minimum wage? Are you not seeing the sufferings of the people? Are you not seeing that food inflation jacked up by close to 4% since January and February?
And it will get worse. It will get worse.
Are you not seeing that since the removal of subsidy, Agora policy says 63% of people were dipped into poverty? Are you not seeing that Nigeria is now ranked the 4th most terrorized nation?
And talking about terrorism, they are now saying that it's because of poor ammunitions and all that. That is the problem in fighting insecurity in Nigeria and in Africa. And I'm just thinking, in 15 years, 32.8 trillion has been spent in Nigeria alone for insecurity. So what have they been using this money for? If they don't have the arms?
We are seeing some of those monies in homes. Yeah, you know, Yango, in 2015, I opened the newspaper. I was reading, and to my surprise, I saw one of the homes that they said an army officer had built through corrupt money. The home happened to be 3 homes away from me. In VI. Yes, Yango. Yes. That's your insecurity money. Yes.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh God. I just, you don't. And
yes.
When you talk, they say we are demarketing Nigeria, and
no. When they see, when anybody that says we are demarketing Nigeria, they can't stand the truth. Yango, is it not an indictment that we pump billions into Ajaokuta? Ajaokuta can't produce one steel. It's all moribund. We are now collecting British steel in a deal to be able to do our own ports when we have steel potential here. Yango, I grew up in DSC. Lovely place, lovely memories. Yango, I grew up among Austrians and Germans. There were a lot of expatriates working in DSC then. I remember the days where we had boats that we go to catch fish in Abraka. I remember our family friends, likes of Mr. Stiller. Lovely estates. Those were the heydays of Nigeria. Nigeria was providing steel. DSC then was called Small London. Yango, Onya Alaja. We had a football team there called Steel Pioneers. They played on lush fields. Yango, I remember those memories with my dear father, Engineer Rufai Oseni. I saw the best of Nigeria. Today, DSC can't hardly produce anything despite the previous privatizations. So we now have to go and import British steel. Ajaokuta shall roof itself.
And we call it a very good deal. We've gone to broker somewhere and all that.
No, they told you as an investment. I just had to tell the truth today that it's a loan. They didn't want to tell you it was a loan. So they couched it as an investment. There was no investment there. It was just a loan guaranteed. It was a loan to Citibank guaranteed by the British government. So there was no investment there.
So that's where our president left the burning house to go to the London.
Yeah, so that was what he did. He went to do the official signing of a loan. So let's also add that to our loan bill. That money comes to about over $900 million. Let's add that to our pre-existing loan account. So we keep increasing the loan quota.
Meanwhile, back home, Kaduna communities are striking shield deals with bandits, and there are over 20 communities where they have struck deals, and these are the
people. But the bandits will still come to attack them though, so why are we deceiving ourselves?
Now the report is that even when the army is trying to go and attack them, these are the villages those people run to, and the villagers shield them, because at the end of the day, if they don't do that, there will be an attack on those communities and all that. So it's just funny.
Yeah, well, that's the dysfunction of the Nigerian society. And that's the dysfunction. That's where we are today. Yeah.
Well, Rufai, let's leave this one like this today. This information that you've given us is hard to process, but it's, well, we adapt in Nigeria.
Yeah, no, fact check me. If over 700 million is not a loan. Go and fact check me.
Let's wait now for the federal government to come say something about it, because
they
usually say those kind of things. This is not true and all that. Even though they have not been able to debunk what even Gumi said, they have not been able to debunk so many other things that are sensitive and Nigerians want to hear. Let's see whether they will debunk this and give us the details as well.
After now, the only thing they do is they try to discredit me and say Rufai is emotional. But I've given them facts. You see, when you give people facts, you start to say you are emotional because they don't have anything to say.
You're anti-government.
Normally, if you're anti-government, normally if you give somebody facts, yeah, but they will give you fact for facts. Yeah? So that's just it. Also, I think the one Nigerian government should react to is they should show us the bidding, the announcement for bids for their Papa Port projects and the bidding process and how ITB and what's it called, high tech won the bid. How did they win the bid? They should show us the process. And they should show us the open bidding process and how it went, and how high tech won the bid. What did they do to win the bid? They should show us. It's just like how they gave them coastal road too.
Yeah.
So we'll be looking at 47 kilometers of coastal road. We hear in Oyango. You see, that's why. You see, we will keep saying the truth. I'm going to say, if I want to look the other way and not say the truth, me saying the truth has cost me a lot. If I decide to look the other way, Yango, I'll be a billionaire today. I will collect contracts. Yango, let's analyze this. And to float a construction company is the easiest thing. Like I can just even go and partner with existing one and collect my money and let them do the work. Yango, just look at this. Since the administration got him, ITB and high tech, same owner. Yango, Lagos Coastal. Let's say, okay, the only Lagos portion they've done. That project is over $1 billion. One company. How did they get it? Till tomorrow, Umahi will dilly down and say, oh, they are good for the job. They've done it before. They have experience. All right? They got it over $1 billion. Apapa Port projects, another over $1 billion. Yango. In a country that has numerous companies, in the space of 4 years, one company has got close to $2 billion worth of projects. $2 billion worth of projects. In Lagos alone. Federal projects. The question is, are there no other indigenous companies that have the capacity? Can they not share the scale of work done among many other indigenous companies? $2 billion, and these were the ones I see. What about the ones all over the country that they still got that I don't even know of? Two that I know of, $2 billion. About one, let's say 1.9 billion, so that we empirically accurate $1.9 billion. This one is about $900 million. The first one is about $1 billion, $1.9 billion. And guess what? Should I shock you? The two projects are loans. Coastal Road, what you know is a loan, over $1 billion.
Yeah.
This one too is a loan.
It's terrible. The Cape Town Egypt Road is projected at $30 to $100 billion, and our own from Lagos to Calabar. I don't even know what to say. That road is more than 10,000 kilometers, 10,228 to be exact, and it is projected to cost like 30 billion.
And Lagos Calabar is about $700 million. I say 700. It's about 700 kilometers up.
Yeah.
You know, let me tell you what they will tell you, Jacob. Let me talk like somebody from there. They will see the topography. They tell you the topography is different.
Topography is different from a road that is cutting across very many countries.
They will tell you that the
Egypt,
topography,
Sudan, Ethiopia, Kenya,
they will
Tanzania.
tell you that the topography is a deep, dense topography.
Oh dear God. Meanwhile, they will tell us we are the ones who speak grammar.
You guys are making us for them now. The topography is a tough, tedious topography.
Oh dear. Rufai, please let me let you go this morning. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Muslim brothers, we pray for peace, we pray for continued existence, and we pray for God's grace upon our lives. It is well.
It is well. All right. It's still the front page review on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We've been talking with Rufai Oseni. We didn't even have to go to many headlines. One headline was enough to chew for the day. Here we are. Our president is expected back in the country today. He left last night from London. But let's just go to the papers and see some more headlines that we might want to talk about this morning. On the Vanguard newspaper, fresh fears of higher petrol prices as crude hits $114 per barrel. That's the leading headline there. Okay, we also have the story that we talked about with Rufai here. Nigeria, UK sign deal for deportation of failed asylum seekers and offenders. Go to the UK, your asylum is not granted. You are an offender in the country. We are ready to accept those people. And then in Maiduguri bombings, the Sultan has said to the military that they should not wait for attacks. They should take war to them. Take the war to the bandits, to the terrorists, to whoever is the criminal that is bringing mayhem to the people. That's the charge. Going out to the Punch newspaper, where we have 2027 governorship polls. Succession firestorm heats up in 10 states. So a lot of people are spoiling to slug it out for the governorship tickets. And by the way, so many people, some governors have told their cabinet members who might want to contest in the elections to resign. I think in Cross River, for instance, it's till the end of March. If you want to be anything or you want to contest for any position, you have to resign. And these are the governors who are telling their cabinet members to resign. I was just asking myself the other day when I heard this, when the governors want to contest, they want to recontest, they don't resign. Maybe there's something that should be in the Constitution to give us an interim government, so to speak, so that we'll have a transition period, between the time that the governor is declaring for the next election, governor or the president is trying to declare for to contest again, and the time that the elections will be. Maybe 6 months, maybe 8 months, and you're no longer the governor or you're no longer the president. Because if I'm a minister today and I want to contest and you're asking me to resign, that means you want someone else to take my position so that I can do the work, and then you'll give a level playing field to the rest of the people. But if I am a governor and I want to recontest, I'll be in office, pick the form, or maybe say people are picking the form for me and I've accepted it because it's the will of the people. That's what they always say, even though the people who are picking the forms are not as rich as the ones who are having the forms picked for them and all that. So that's the abracadabra we see here. So what is good for the goose is good for the gander, or should be good for the gander as well. So why not the governors resign, the president resigns if he wants to recontest, so that we have some space, and everybody who is coming into the fray is going to come on a level playing field. But it doesn't happen for governors. It doesn't happen for the president. It only happens for other cabinet members. And, well, what do I know? Now, on Punch newspaper, other stories are Vietnam sees petrol prices shoot up overnight. That's Vietnam. And I think they are the other country. There are two countries who are most hit by this fuel problem. So the hike in fuel or petrol prices in Vietnam and Nigeria, those are the worst, according to a report that we saw. Vietnam and Nigeria are the worst affected by this. Okay, Starmer pushes strategic UK-Nigeria alliance with 1.4 trillion naira fresh deal. And with this revelation from Rufai, I don't know whether the federal government will come and give us more facts on these deals, so-called deals that they went to sign in the UK, whether they are authentic or whether what Rufai is saying, let me not even say whether they're authentic. Rufai has given us what he feels are the facts, and he called them empirical facts. Let someone come and debunk those facts. That's what I'm waiting for now. And I'm sure the federal government is listening to us as we speak. So from all that was said by Rufai this morning, which part of it is a lie? That's the challenge this morning if you're listening to us right now. Okay, so the governors and the speaker and other political office holders or other leaders are preaching peace, unity, and all that. So we have that on the Punch newspaper. Daily Post has Eid al-Fitr. Tinubu sends message to Nigeria's Muslims. And I'm sure he also preached peace and love among the people. Okay, this also the story of Nigeria-UK seal agreement on migration, border security, business visas, and all that. They are on the Daily Post newspaper. On the Guardian newspaper, opposition CSOs flee federal government over worst rating, 46% surge in killings. There's been 46% surge in killings in Nigeria, and we're rated now the fourth most impacted nation by terrorism and banditry, the fourth in the entire world. So if you have other countries, we are number 4. Like, we are number 4 in the entire world. How many countries do we have in the world? We are number 4 in this unfortunate rating. Okay, so that is where we are right now. Okay, so let's move on to the Nation newspaper. Nation newspaper leads with Britain, Nigeria seal deals on port reform, migration, others. So it's the same deals that we were talking about this morning. And on the Sun newspaper, Sultan. Okay, so now let's just open the lines immediately. It's an open mic day today, and it's just a few minutes to 8 o'clock. Yeah, once it passes the half past mark, it's a few minutes to 8. Okay, so let's see how much we can take. If you want to call us on 0700 903 903 903, 0700 903 903 903. And if you also want an alternative, it is 080 3692 9933. 080 3692 9933. Then if you want to connect with us on WhatsApp, it's 081 7175 6338. 081-7175-6338. All right. Call us now or send us that message. Let's hear you talk. And in case you heard what Rufai was saying and you want to give us more facts, you better be a government official. You just don't say, "Hey, it's opposition that is hating, is this and that." You better have your facts and talk to us, because just what we want is just facts. Not it's not a witch hunt or anything. It's just facts. If what Rufai said is true, then we're in for it. So you better have your facts before you say what you need to say. Okay. Let's go on with the first caller here. Good morning.
Hello, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Innocent. I'm coming from Amu on the state. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, people have done well because she has teach us what we always expect to hear. And everybody has seen that British is ready to sleep with a dead person. They can take from us in this our condition where everybody is crying. No matter that our leaders quit to them to build them. So what are we doing? And if it's America, they will reject this. The British can collect anything collectible. They are ready to take. See where our condition, Nigeria condition, people will still squeezing out something out of us again. Where we cannot feed ourselves. People are hungry. A lot of people are suffering. Yeah, many are suffering, begging. And the whole British are still playing that's the local champion game with us. And everybody has seen, Nigerians also have seen what they are caused to themselves, because 2014, when we are shouting that this thing, they should look very well, they say, no, if it is our government to work now, everywhere will be fine. I know my friends said, when we are teaching them, they say, this is our government, which is the Buhari government, if it is everything done well now, now they are coming to beg for money to pay this and that. We are looking at them. So Nigeria should be wise. And now we are in a crossway. We cannot even take our country back, because the country is now hanging in the hand of where we don't know how to do it. Unless God and they maybe P2B and the article, if they can understand themselves, even if they don't want P2B to be on the ballot, P2B should take it as a God first. Join with the article. Let us try. Even if we do not succeed, but then we make a point that anybody that is coming after Tinubu will say, yes, these people don't use Nigeria to play. That's what I can say. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello. Okay, call us back. Maybe you have a challenge. Hello, good morning. Okay, so I don't know what is going on. So let's go to the messages. First and foremost, my sincere condolences to the families that lost their loved ones in the suicide bombing that happened in Borno and the ugly attack in Katsina State. It's unfortunate that the present administration has not gotten the political will to stop the continuous bombing and killings of innocent citizens. It's disheartening that despite the huge amount that past and present administration had spent and continue to spend on security, the situation keeps getting worse, which shows that some top military officers and people in government can be alleged to be benefiting from the money set aside for security, and I feel a forensic audit should be carried out. Also, permit me to ask, why have Nigerians not been able to see and feel the impact of the 200 American soldiers that we were told will collaborate with our military? Is it not worrisome that the country is yet to overcome bandits and terrorists, yet politicians are parading city boys and village boys ahead of the 2027 general elections? The most annoying is that when it degenerates to bigger crises in future, the religious leaders will come out and tell Nigerians to be praying to God to solve the problem that the politicians have created just for their selfish interest. Are we actually serious in this country? I want to advise NLC, especially the president of the union, to take the back seat, because under his watch, the union has become a toothless bulldog. Increasing minimum wage and salary is not the solution to the problems on ground. What he should be clamoring for is how the government can have functional refineries, which would bring down the fuel pump price. He should ensure that government provides stable power supply, and how the naira will have value, so that no matter the little amount that the workers are collecting, which would be able to cater for their needs, just like it was under PDP administration of former President Olusegun Obasanjo and Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And finally, for the past 4 days, there's no power supply on a Ashikpa transformer in the Jegamo community. The fuel that would have served to rescue to power generator is no longer affordable, and the heat at this period is killing. Ikeja Electricity Distribution Company, Ijegun Business Unit, should please restore power so that we can enjoy Eid al-Fitr. Now, beg at the bego. God bless Nigeria. Temitokwe Onotoye from Ijegamo community. Thank you very much, Temitokwe. Good morning, VOP. This is my first time of texting. I love your program. Nonye from Ikorodu. Thank you, Nonye, for your message. We are glad that you've been listening to us and you're texting us today. We love you. Okay. And this says, I totally lost hope in Nigeria illegalities and criminal acts since 2017 when Aisha Buhari told Nigerians that the man in Aso Rock isn't her husband, that Nigerians should ask the northern leaders. Yesterday, another historic confession was held during MC Chooks and walkie-talkie show that a tout whom was also empowered was complaining that he's not going to comply as usual in carrying out electoral irregularities if over 40 million is not paid as compensation to him and his crime partner because he was neglected on the ones he had delivered. I have also come to realize that some persons will suffer till death. This is a clear evidence. Despite his empowerment compensation as Agbero, he's still complaining. It reminds us that no matter any amount of money, evil doing is accompanied with suffering and ends with death. This is from Coach Koto in Lagos. Okay, let me try the calls again. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Baba Yangu.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Yeah. Oga Rufai said the same. Just to add a little to it, I have only 3 points to make. The first one is that at this critical point in time, I think I'm not teaching you your job, but you must read the program for people to cope with. I won't lie you. That is leading me to the second point I want to make. That is about light.
You say, sorry, I must do the program in order for people to do what?
So, maybe you show this program for people to cope with the situation that we are going through.
Okay.
And that is leading me to the second one, especially the issue of light. In which I want to make confession. I ask of God in this month of Ramadan to forgive me, inshallah. Yes, because when I leave office or work, I get in small place where I get more, I buy one pie and I will get easy. But when I get to, my children will be crying of a heat, rashes. I tell them to go and bath. I want to confess to them and to apologize. Sorry. The last one is the issue of this loan. All the trajectory of our loans, we have the record of paying back. I've been taking loans, and I know the loan is not even the issue, but the interest. Once you cannot pay as at when due, that is when you are running into troubles. I hope they will not sell us and sell our generations to come. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I hope they have not already sold us and our generations to come. Okay, good morning, Rufai and Nyamgul. How much of our national assets have APC-led government left for the masses of this country? They are using our Commonwealth to collect loans, especially those done under the inept Buhari administration. Can their spokesperson give us a breakdown of the dates or the deals entered into by President Tinubu during this trip to the UK, which they termed historic and for which the president left our people in distress and under attack by bandits and terrorists to wine and dine with the royal family? When are we going to get it right in this country? May God save us from these rulers. This is from Osadebe Nwaje from Shasha. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
Then for later.
Yeah, go ahead.
God bless you.
You too.
They say they want to decongest the port, Apapa port and the Tinkan port. They want to decongest and the Lekki port. So they don't know what to do to decongest port. Is it not Nigeria that they want to solve problem? Is it Lagos State project? We have on a seaport. We have Calabar seaport. We have seaport in a Delta, in Warri. We have Onitsha own. Why can't they go and develop on a seaport? There was a time with a container that carried from China that carried 10,000 a ship that carried 10,000 containers. It cannot land in the Tinkan seaport here. They said the propeller will touch the ground. The water is not deep enough. It was in this on there. The ship landed and they carried the containers in batches to River Niger. People came there and clear their goods. So why are they deceiving? Oh, shall you see the people that are doing city boys movement and city girls movement? That this man is marginalizing the southeast. If we are not even saying build the seaport in the southeast or build it in the Onitsha, develop Port Harcourt seaport, it will favor us. Develop Warri seaport. He cannot do that. Everything Lagos. What are you decongesting? Okay, over 90% of the consignments in the seaport are over people from the southeast. Go and check the manifestos there. I've worked there before. I have worked in the seaport, even on the ship side. Over 90% are over. Go and see their transactions. Yeah. Over 90% is over. Over 98% is over by people from the southeast. Go and check the names there. You see Chukwu Emeka, Obiora, all this and that. And they are marginalized. They are contributing a lot in this country. Okay, look at Britain that is giving us loan. Is it loan? So what Tinubu went for now is loan, to collect loan. And we are giving each governor 500 billion. All the whole governors now are APC governors. The whole 500 billion naira. If you calculate it now, it is about 18 trillion. And you are collecting 1.7 trillion loan. Do you know how dangerous loan is? Do you know how much Nigeria is spending every year to service loan? It is loan servicing. That is why they are imposing loan on us. Do you know how much interest? Rufai did make mention that they will serve for interest. When you hear loan servicing, it is the interest. Every year you pay them loan servicing. They are not interested in that money for you to pay. It is the interest. Nigeria, we will be paying through our nose the interest. This report is generating enough money that can rehabilitate it. Why is it that this type of the Nigerians have not learned? Nigeria have not learned. The last caller say Bishop Ekutia, all the time they say they don't even know what they're talking about. If I start breaking down to them what happened when Atiku was deputy to Obasanjo, they will hide themselves. It is high time that everything you say, you sign it. And you see some intellectuals now still saying the same thing. Atiku sold so many properties to himself. Federal government property, he sold it to himself. The metal he sold, he did not remit the money. The metal he sold, he did not remit the money. Atiku is the importer of mechanogen. How does somebody who is importing mechano soundproof lister, generator, in Nigeria? Do you think that the power is our number one problem? You are vice president for 8 years, and what you can offer to Nigeria is to import generator. Do you know that the power system is facing sabotage? If you go to Chiroro, a transmission company, what happened there is that bandits will face the transmission plants and open fire with AK-47 and destroy it. They will use $8.7 million to fix it back. That is why you see that they say that the national grid has collapsed. They open fire on it. And that terrain is very dangerous. The military, we accompany the transport company that will go to fix it, engineers. It is very difficult to fix. And when they finish fixing it, when P2P went to, excuse me, please, let me round up. Please.
Yeah, just go
when
ahead.
P2P went to Chatham House, they asked P2P, you say you will fix power in 6 months because Egypt achieved it in 6 months, 50,000 megawatts. What of the sabotage? The cabals in Nigeria are sabotaging power. P2P said you will declare war on power. It is sabotage the power is facing. Some people doesn't know what they're talking. When I think joined the APC for months, no single person from Adamawa follow you. No senator, no House of Assembly, no commissioner, no ex-politician followed him. It is all these two expired politicians. Jimoh Melaya and the Dele Momodu. And people are not, if they don't give Peter Obi ticket, if APC doesn't give Peter Obi ticket, you know that, because I believe that APC is sponsoring Atiku to frustrate Peter Obi. I think the election, the vote we got 2023 was PDP vote. It was PDP vote. When Peter Obi got organic vote from people that love him because of his antecedent. I think we have no good antecedent. You say because of this, we are voting him. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless you too. Oh, that was a marathon. Okay, greetings to you, Nyamgul, and thank you, Rufai Oseni, for opening our eyes on what is happening and what took place in UK. Prince Ayotek from Arena Market is writing this. This is a confused government deceiving its citizens. It's obvious that Britain cannot give you anything for free. That is UK, the beneficiary of the loan, and they are the people to supply the steel used for the work. This our so-called tax masters still want to enslave us till the world comes to an end. If Mr. Peter Obi is not on the ballot, it's better there will be no election. Let's grab and run, continue. It's only in this country that incapable is shoes over capable, like the likes of Power Minister Adelabu. What will he campaign with in Oyo State? This is the worst confused government and that I've ever seen in my entire life. The worst. The loan in question, we can't see the effects. They will use part of it for election. This country will not work under this administration. I always say it that Nigeria is not a country but group of people that do not agree but force us to live together. This is too incredible. APC government has run this country into the mud. Okay, Prince Ayotek, thank you. Let me see what this is. Good morning, Yamgulon. This 700 million pounds loan from UK, Barrister Darlington echoed it yesterday too. And then Stevie Kelu is saying, why should we wait for Salah before rolling out certain special goodies? Don't Nigerians deserve all-round good treatment? What is good governance for? Fani Kayode should talk to the Marines. We know what is said and wrote about Tinubu in the past. Dele Momodu is a better personality. I don't trust US anymore. They seem to have been compromised.
Well, is anybody campaigning? Is it the campaign that they are campaigning, or is it what is on the paper, or the newspaper that you bring out that you are taking it? If somebody come and begin to campaign, if you don't vote, if you repeat to be not on the ballot board, I think we not do this stuff, I think we do this, I think we do that. This is not what we were discussing. I thought we were discussing on what is on the paper. Is it not so? So if it's like that, you don't allow such a person to continue with that kind of word that is coming out of it, because Igbo children are listening to what you are discussing, and it's very, very important for what is on the page of the newspaper that you print for people to deliberate on your, for people to contribute. That is my take.
Could you contribute today as well?
I can contribute. My contribution is that we have already seen what is already. It's less for Nigerians now to wake up. We have been saying wake up, wake up, wake up. People know what they know. If you want this country to change, everybody should ready with the TV and stand. If you vote, you must stand. Your vote must count in your presence. Forget about all this shenanigans that the people are that they are threatening their business. Don't go. People should not go this. People should not go that. That's the only thing that can help us. Nobody will help us.
Thank you.
You can imagine, you can see what is going on now. Is that you want to borrow another money for what we are suffering, and they still continue to borrow the money. The ones that are borrowing, what did you use the money for? Our president. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
This is Amechi calling from Sangota.
Thanks for joining, Amechi.
Please, I want to support the last caller that said Atiku had no good antecedents, which is the truth. You need the young people following your station. What are they teaching us? What are they teaching us? Please, they should.
Oh, that's not me. That's not me. Before someone begins to say, okay, I just cut you off. I didn't cut you off. That wasn't me. Okay, everybody has a right to say what they have to say. Everybody, and I think also has a right to call out the person that he feels is not doing well or will not do well, or because this is making informed decisions that we're talking about. If we want to make decisions about who to vote in next year's election, we need to know the people that are on the ballot. And if there's someone who has done something that we will hold against them, we should say it. If there's someone who has done something that we think is testifying for them, we should say it. It leads up to the 2027 election. And we also encourage people who are seeing the good in this government to come out and be telling us the good with facts. Some people say this is we are acting like opposition, this and that. People who are seeing the bad in this government seem to be more, and those who are coming to say the good in this government should be coming out with the facts to make sure that we have a balanced discussion. But that's what is happening here. People are complaining this government is not good enough, let us vote them out, this and that. So if you have things that you have to school us, just come out, give us superior information. Okay, you said the government is not doing this, but this is how much they have done that you do not know. And then we will be like, wow, we didn't know about that. That's what we should be doing, so should be discussing right here on the program. So if you know anything good about this government, be calling us. Some people even feel that there are people that we give special treatment and pick their calls. It is not possible to give people special treatment because no name is saved on our system. We just pick the calls randomly and then let you talk. So that's how it is. So let's just try to balance it. If you know anything good in this government, why we should return some people and all that, let us know. But if you also know something bad that is worrying you and you want the government to change, feel free to say it. If you know someone who has a skeleton in their cupboard and they want to come, let them begin to know that Nigerians know, and then we will be calling them out. If you know someone who is good, call them also and commend them. And then we'd like to encourage people that know others that are good enough. There are so many men of integrity and women of integrity that have refused to enter politics because of the nature of Nigerian politics. Let's try to encourage them as well so that we will have alternatives when it gets to 2027, not recycling the same people that we complain. We've complained about you in one party today, you jump to another party tomorrow, and then we stop complaining about you, or we continue to complain about you, or we just vote for you because of that particular party. Let's let the people begin to know that no matter what party you belong to, if you're a good man, we will single you out and vote for you. That's what we should be doing in this place. Let the people know, those who are ruling us, let them know that the people have the power to do and undo, as we say in Nigeria. Now let me take this message which says, this administration has nothing to offer this country, as we can all see it clearly. That is why we all need to rise up in this coming election and put an end to this cruel administration, because nothing is going to change. Even if they continue till the next 100 years, God will have mercy on us. This is from Mr. Sam in the Jegun community. Hello, good morning.
Morning,
Yes, good morning.
sorry for the radio, sorry, my brother.
All right.
My name is Robert. I was listening to you, telling when you would pick my call. I'm sorry for the airback.
It's all right.
Nambu, I don't even know that when the president, when he traveled to Turkey, I think he's secure alone. And now, even the visit I was taking is just because according to the news, first president that visited Britain after, is it 100 years, how many years?
35
So I was just thinking that being our former colonial master, they just want to see us, and so I don't even know there's a plan loan on that ground, you understand? But the question is that with this loan, okay, let us assume that I pray for him to win, but if he does not win, the person that will succeed in, where will that person start from? Considering the loan that we have borrowed, we have borrowed almost everywhere I am going. The problem is not even the loan. So
per se. The problem is the servicing of the debt, the loan. The wrong into trillion. If they bring budget now, you will see a portion they put debt servicing for them in a year. You understand? So when are we going to paid all these things? That is the question. Now I want to ask, please, I don't know to ask you, sir. Nigeria is better than most African countries. Please, sir, can you tell me which African country is owing Nigeria? Maybe small country in Africa, they don't have enough. Okay, they should come. They will pay later. Because we are the only one owing. We owe. Which African country is owing us, sir?
We are giving.
I'm sorry to ask that.
We are giving light. We are giving light or power to some African countries, and there was talk a few weeks ago that, or a few months ago, that we are being owed out of those countries. I don't know whether 3 or 4 countries, they were owing us 25 billion naira. 25 billion is what they were owing us for light that we've been giving them, for power that we've been giving them. So they were just very worried that we have not collected this debt, and they were saying that they must pay us back our debt and all that. Meanwhile, 210 trillion is missing inside Nigeria, and nobody's saying anything about it. So yeah, people owe us, but owe us for what and for how much, and why are they owing us in the first place? So people owe us. Don't worry, we are not the only one owing others. The problem is not collecting the loans. The problem is, what do you use this money to do? Because sometimes in Nigeria, it's like collecting loan to marry a new wife. It's not, if you collect loan to put in a business, you know that you are going to make profit and then you can pay back. But here you collect the loan and marry a wife. So what is the profit, the monetary profit that you are going to get to finance the loan, to service the loan? That's how it is with Nigeria. That is how a lot of people who criticize the government see it. Because if we have a railway that is working across the country, connecting all the places, all the states and all that, we will generate a lot of money from there. If we have good roads, that businesses will thrive. If we have so many other things that we will do with those loan monies, that will bring us money, a lot of money, we can pay back these loans. But we seem to not see where these monies are going to. The coastal road, I don't know if it has stopped or it will continue in December so that we can see it being done, and then January we'll have election. I don't know, but I don't know the progress of that road now. All the hula baloo about the road has died down, and we don't know what is happening. So that's the problem. Loans are not bad. What you use the loans for is what people talk about. Now this message is saying the Sultan is giving out a command to the military to attack and should not wait for the bandits to attack first. That command is misplaced. The Sultan command Muslims, not Nigerian or military. If he has that kind of command, let him command the Muslim terrorists to stop killing innocent civilians and even military. Your thoughts on governor resigning if they are recontesting is in order. I thought it the same. And Yebet Harry from Egbeda. And this one says, I want to use this opportunity to wish all our Muslim brethren happy Salah celebration, and equally urging all concerned citizens, especially our Muslim brothers, to use this opportunity to pray and preach more on peace in Nigeria. A country ravaged by killings and unrest will never make anything progress. Nigeria will definitely be a better place for all of us. Have a blessed weekend, my good friend Yamgul. This is from His Royal Highness B.C. Nwoko in Oshodi. And we join your voice to wish them a happy holiday as they celebrate this. And for the people who are not Muslims, who think Ramadan, a short form of Ramadan is Ram. They don't kill Ram at this time. This is not a time for sacrifice of the Ram. That will come, might be like 2 months later when they have the Ilayah. So this, just wish them Eid al-Fitr. For some people who are sympathetic Muslims that go close to the Muslims only when the time is ripe for the killing of the ram. This is not the time. I'm joking. But know that this is not the time for the sacrifice of the ram. They have another event which will be in about 2 months, and then that one will culminate in the Salah that we all know. But we wish them a happy holiday, and we hope that the gains of Ramadan will continue in their lives throughout this year. Okay, so let's take another call right now. Callers, let's see. Okay, good morning.
Hello.
Well, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Mike from the Southern area of Lagos.
Okay, Mike, thanks for calling. Go on.
Yeah, I've been trying to get you, but I'm also wishing you a belated birthday. Whenever somebody wakes up, is his bonus. Yeah, when I've been speaking Nigeria, like I've always said always, when the head is rotten, nothing can come out from the other side of the body. And there's this man that comes from Amuodofe. Each time he comes, he continues to repeat one thing. If we can go under, I took a blah, 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 blah. This is why our problem is this. Every thinking Nigerian should go out there and get their PVC. It's as simple as ABCD. We never knew who is coming out, whether it will be a ticket or whatnot, but we are looking for a way to liberate ourselves from this evil leader that we are having presently. So that man should stop that. He always, anytime he gets to, from a mother, he will always tell you, we should go under a ticket, blah, blah, blah. No. He should encourage people to go out there and get their PVC. Then if at the end of the day, whether it will be ourselves that comes out to challenge this evil government we have, we are good to go. And that's what it's about. Two, this our president, I began to wonder the manner of person he is. A country that is being rampaged by terrorists and what not. How many times has Trump go to wherever he says he's going to see the king or whatever? You have to put your heart in order before going to other places. He's going to that place. What has it got to benefit us with all this number of people he won't there with? It's unfortunate. It's that time we begin to reason. We need leaders that have something upstairs. The worst of us are ruling the best of us, and they can never go that well. So, Yango, in fact, I don't know from where to start, but I want to also thank you because of the good work you do. You cannot kill yourself. You have been crying morning, day, and night. What are you going to do? So we have to speak. Let those that have ears hear. Those that don't want to hear, let it be. But I know that God has his or plan and purposes for this country. And I need to wait that God will liberate us. Thank you, and God bless you.
No matter how hard it is, try your best to get your PVC so that we can vote. Good advice. That's what we're going to do. There's nothing else we can do than to get our PVCs. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, great. This is Evangelist from Ichibo.
Thank you for calling. Go on.
Thank you. Are you hearing me clear?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I love the voice of the people. I also agree, Sister Esther Wachuko, wherever she is. See, the truth is that what I want to say is that, number one, is it that this money they are borrowing, is it to sponsor terrorism in Nigeria or to able to make Nigeria country to be safe by developing the country and making the country to be in a better place? Or they are using this money to sponsor terrorism? Then number two, I would like to encourage Nigerians. We should not give up. See, one thing about life, life is a fight. Life is a challenge. These challenges that we are going through with this, some of these leaders that is making we masses to be suffering or not to breathe. We need to rise up and confront our challenge. This is a challenge. It is not good for us to be discouraging one another not to come out on that day to vote.
Yeah.
Try to get your people. Me, I'm a person with disability. I also have my voter's card. You understand? So on that day we have to come out. Even the Bible says, before I summarize, I want to summarize it. You know, in the Bible, when you go to what they call Psalm 30 verse 8, when David came back, he found out that the enemies, the people have come and took and steal what belongs to him, his family, his wife, his children, and property. What did David say to God? He wrote to God, and God said, pursue and what? Overtake. So we need to rise up, pursue them. They say, grab it, steal it, run. So you don't need to allow them to run with it. Pursue them, overtake them, and recover what they have stolen from you. So Nigeria, we should stop complaining too much. We should fear. We fear too much, and that is why they are using it against you. God bless you.
God bless you too.
Yes, this is Evangelist.
Evangelist, thank you.
Your words of encouragement and courage, they're very good. Okay, so let's douse the tension. Even someone called earlier and said that we should craft a program that will take the minds of people a little bit away from Nigeria's problems. Okay, that is in the offing. We're taking that under advisement. Maybe as the new quarter comes in, we're going to coin a program that will be more engaging in other things that will distract you a little bit, but help you to learn more about your surroundings. It may not be political. It may be just fun. Just like we've been having the doctor join us every Thursday to tell us some things. Maybe we'll create more room to have experts like that talk to us how in tech, in medicine, in finances, in everything. Well, talking about finances, let's just take a break now and join Chichomzi, who is in the house already, to talk with us on GADA so that she can give us the update before we return to the headlines and then subsequently take the break till 10:30. Hello, Chichomzi. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Yango. Good